Yo! He just rapid fire underneath them, launch him into space. Yo, he's doing it. Look at Turbo Crane. He's like, this dumb is gonna do it. Is this guy gonna try to be the MC? Is he like, I'm disappointed in you, Okrun. I want to be the MC. I'm the nerd of the school. Therefore, Momo will like me. I don't know. All I'm learning is apparently maybe the true MC of Dandadan is about to appear as Okrun gives back shots on Tuesday, so that's a 10 out of 10 episode. You know, it's bold of an author to take 21 episodes to introduce its real protagonist, but in the Dandadan author do I have respect. If you didn't watch after the credits, boy golly you should, because Kinta has appeared, and you might be saying, who the hell is Kinta? And to be honest, I didn't have much knowledge myself, but before even knowing there was a trailer with his beautiful mug as the thumbnail for the rest of the season, I was like, man, who's this guy? Is this goofy little bastard trying to be the MC? Oh, no, he's not trying, he is the MC. I watched 20 seconds of the teaser trailer for the rest of the season, and in 20 seconds I had a man that felt like he was pulled straight from Mob Psycho 100, and I'm pretty damn sure he's the real protagonist. Okrun basically made Evil Eye call him daddy and agree to back shots on Tuesday, but Kinta just bent over Okrun and said, no, I'm daddy every day of the week. Make sure you drop a like, share your support, subscribe if you're new around your Patreon is, of course, you'll catch my full live reactions to these wonderful episodes. You want to help us fund the channel. So, I don't want to have recency bias, but it does feel like we keep getting better and better episodes. Like, if we're looking at just pure action, I'm still going to say last week. But as a whole package, I really liked this episode. It was like a minute long. I don't know actually how long. But basically, like you disappointing your lady pals in your life, Okrun didn't last long enough to please Evil Eye. And Evil Eye says more. I love how he dealt with him, though, because ultimately, this is what I've been thinking was going to happen for a while. Okrun was going to be enough of a thrill that Evil Eye would put his focus on him. But even I wasn't ready for the exact way they were going to handle it. So the idea that, I believe, if it didn't work there, he probably could have transformed again and fought him for a bit. But I think given everything that happened that night, Okrun was pretty much running on fumes at that point. But the idea that he didn't flinch, he didn't move, like, he showed him enough of a fight, because that, as short as it was, at no point did it feel like Okrun was struggling. Like, sure, he had to compensate for a lack of strength at times. Like, there's this really clever shot that they show that when Evil Eye's punching down, he uses both of his hands to basically brace it. Because if he would have just used one fist, he probably would have had his arm broken. But he pushes him back so hard that he's like, oh shit, I'm not pummeling you. You're making me put up a fight. This is fun. And essentially, Okrun just slaps his dick on the table and says, yeah, I don't think you're strong enough. What? I'm strong, because he's a baby, right? Like, that's essentially what we're dealing with, is a child with the Incredible Hulk level strength. And the idea that he's like, maybe I could fight you once a week? Once a week? That's not enough. All right, none. Okay, once a week. Okay, but I also don't want you cheating on me. So only fight me. But I gotta kill the puny humans. Well, I guess you don't want... Okay, I won't kill puny humans. But every Tuesday, right? It's adorable. And it makes so much sense, because this is something that essentially, it's a double whammy. Probably been bored of his mind to begin with, but also, it's like essentially killing to this thing is playing. So if he can finally play with something that doesn't break, because imagine this, right? Imagine you're a kid and you're playing with very weak toys. Something that if you hit on the ground once, it shatters. You're just going to move on to the next toy. You'll probably cry, throw a temper tantrum, move on. But if you have a toy that you can actually play with and it doesn't shatter, it's going to be a lot more endearing to you, unless eventually you get bored with it. But if that toy has a challenge and you're trying to overcome the challenge, it's highly unlikely you're going to grow bored of it. And that's where Okrun comes in, and it's brilliant. It really is. And it's such a great moment, because one of two things was going to happen. It was going to be a really quick fight, or it was going to be a long-ass fight. And while they went with the quick version, I think it was the appropriate reaction, because now it leaves the viewer wanting more. We're excited for the next time they throw hands. And most importantly, we also can now not fear when he transforms. We sent Evil Eye to school, damn it. He had a full-ass school day. He played soccer, he was drawing, he would... Do I have questions about why people were okay with the foreign exchange student with the glowing eye in the middle of his head? Yeah. But you know what? In Dandadan do we trust? Not only that, they repair the house. I thought that was fantastic. So we get nanotech that, I'm not the only one who thought it was a Minecraft character, right? Like, it looked like a Minecraft character. And I'm fully convinced he's not a construction worker. Mantis says he knows what he's saying, but I'm pretty damn sure he doesn't. I'm pretty sure that's a random-ass bum who's been swearing them out the whole time. Because, like, they build a door and then he smashed it. Like, maybe he just didn't like the way they designed it. I don't think he knew what he was doing. But anyway, we got nanotech, so this is perfect. No matter how much our house gets destroyed now, we just repair it. Brilliant. You know damn well if that type of tech was invented in Earth, billionaires would kill the people who invented it real quick. Because there would be no more profit to be made for a lot of shit. This was a good episode though. And like, it's funny because like all I'm seeing is so much hype surrounding Kinta as a character. I don't know what he's gonna do, but he seems funny as hell. And he does feel like he's kind of like a relative. Like he's a little bigger. He's a little more weird. He kind of reminds me of the stereotypical what you think the loser, nerdy MC, otaku kind of vibe would be. And I'm really excited to see what he offers for the cast, because either he's going to appear once in a blue moon, or he's just going to force himself into the cast going forward, and either way, I don't know what. But yeah, bold of the author to introduce its MC finally. Okarun, Kinta's here, the true MC. This has been a good season. Characterization's been on point. It's had even better action than the first season, and most importantly, I feel like we've actually been making progression, whether that's the Momo and Okarun relationship, whether that's the kind of Gigi getting out of his shell, finding his purpose, and also, I like the fact too that even, you know, he can just casually say, yeah, I've transformed a couple of times, it's fine, but every time I transform, I actually feel like I'm getting closer to him. It's just great because Okarun's the type of character that quick enough into the first season, he started like lifting weights and stuff. He wanted to like be strong. And now once a week he's going to be fighting a demon. So it's not only going to keep Evil Eye at bay, it's also going to enhance his own abilities because he's going to be forced. You know, it's some good stuff going on here. Hopefully we get a season 3 and a 4 announcement when this one's over. And I say season 3 and 4 because I don't want to wait. I don't even care if like there's not enough manga for that amount. Just confirm it anyway. Do what Made in Abyss does. They confirm anime sequels before they even have the material ready. They just say, hey, it will come, unlike Half-Life 3. Let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think of this episode, and how are you feeling about the true MC Kinta finally being introduced after 21 long episodes? Let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around. Your Patreon is, of course, where you catch those full live reactions and other exclusives, like I give video shoutouts to my patrons. So today we got Miguel Frances, Kim Andre Olsen, Jacob Winslow, Sovereign, Tobias Reinhold, Jonas Welbling, Flavdorks414, and we also have Wen2x. So I appreciate the support. Please take care. Y'all have a good one.